In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take the data that you collect in a Google form and put that on a map in Google My Maps. So the first thing you would need to do is create a very simple form for your students. My first question here is, where did you go? Please submit response as city, state. So that's the most important piece of information that the My Maps program will be pulling out of this data. Once all your students respond to this form, you can click over here on responses. You can see all the data that you collect. This button right here allows you to view your responses in a Google Sheet. Once you do that, it will save that sheet into your Google Drive. And so this is where the data is going to be pulled into your map. So to get all these places on a map, I'm going to go to Google My Maps, create a new map. And you want to make sure you title your map. You can add a description if you want. You can always go back and edit those later. And then this button right here, import, is where you're going to get all that data from that Google Sheet. So it says choose a file to import. I'm going to select my Google Drive. I'm going to find my responses to my form, the where did you go responses, and select that. The first prompt is asking you where you want the pins to be on the map. So which field in that sheet is the data for where the pins go. So I'm going to check off the where did you go and say continue. And it says pick a column to use as the title for the place mark, such as the name of or the location of the person. So I'm going to select their name and say finish. So as you can see, now I've got all these pins on my map. I can I can click on the pin and you can see it has the student's name. It has the date that it was entered on that Google form, and then it has the description of why they went there. And the cool thing about My Maps is that they can be shared and worked on collaboratively, so your students can go back once the pins are on the map and even add photos, or they can edit and add more descriptions to what their adventure was and why they wanted to put that pin there. And the next thing that I want to show you is how to change these icons. So instead of having just this red pin, what's really cool is you can come over to your slide deck or your list here where it has all the pins, click on the paint bucket, and then you can change the icon to a shape, you can change the color, or you can click on that more icons. Now Google has a whole palette of default icons. You can choose from any of those, or you can come down here to this custom icon. So the custom icon, you can pull anything off of the internet or from your Google Drive. So if you've got your photos uploaded to your Google Drive, so let's say you have all the students' school photos, you can select those. I'm going to say select and OK. And now instead of the pin, I have a picture there on the map indicating where I went. And so it would be really cool for students to see those pictures. If your class was doing a Flat Stanley project, you could have pictures of the actual Flat Stanleys that they colored or decorated before they mailed them out. Lots of really cool opportunities. So that is putting your pins on a map imported from a Google Sheet.